Drawing since I was 6 years old, and I go by Jeyodin because Jay was my nickname in high school, and Odin actually was my granny's maiden name. A lot of people actually said that's ridiculous. Why are you saying your name is Jeyodin? Go by Jonathan Mullins. But I like having a pen name and having a kind of a weird persona. This is my oldest living possession. This is a comic that I drew in 8th grade. I grew up in New Orleans, and Katrina happened, and obviously it destroyed a lot of stuff. But I was able to save this one thing. Every single year, we would always have a hurricane scare, and I always thought that what it always was we would go to school for a week, and we would go back, and then everything would be normal again. But obviously, it was completely different with Katrina. So I brought this thinking, hey, this is just going to be a sketchbook that I get to draw in, and whatever. And then everything was destroyed, but I still had this, and it reminds me of how far I've come.
My name is Bene. So Jonathan and I have been together for about 3 years now. We're working on our 4th year, and we just got engaged right before Christmas. It was like a couple days before Christmas Eve, and he ended up proposing to me with a book that he made that was basically like our whole relationship. He was secretly filming me, and I didn't know. And then on the very last page, it was a picture of my hand with the ring on it, and it said, "Will you marry me?" So at home, Jonathan is just like dancing and singing all the time. It is literally never quiet here. And whenever he's not out at work outside of the home, he is constantly working at home.
I went to SCAD, and phenomenal school. I mean, there's so many opportunities, and as long as you're super serious in what you are trying to major in, you can do everything that you need to do. And with SCAD backing you up, it's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know that you're supposed to work as hard as you can, which is a bummer. But I had been drawing as hard as I can every single day. I was working on several projects while working on other projects, and when I finally got into my core class within the first year, my teacher, Brian Ralph, who is also a comic book artist, he was like, "Hey, you already know what you're doing. You don't need to be here." And I was like, "Well, thanks. That's 40 grand for one sentence." I appreciate it. I mean, I'm really happy that he told me, because if he didn't, I would have spent more money. But immediately after that, I was finishing up this story called Chicken Fight, and I got published, and the rest is history. I've thought about having a normal desk job and just maybe drawing on the side, but I mean, I was able to actually move up in other companies in retail. I was a manager at one point, and I realized that so much stress and hatred for what I was doing. And then I was like, I don't want to do this. I mean, me personally, I would rather just have fun, and drawing comics is a way to you can make an entire world and just dive in and make anything happen, and as long as it makes sense in the contents of the pages, it works. So I always thought that was really interesting.